You guys sent me over just now, like while I was sort of like previewing one that like didn't get good numbers, but like you sent me over to something, but then also you sent me over, but I think it's worth trying to say what was at least a part of what we were trying to say there, which is this, that like I said, like there's something going on. It's certainly in with all these like professors in the they're young. I mean, it's a shame the students like probably perceive them as sort of adults, whereas an older person they're like somebody younger than I am, and they're sort of posing as their thing is they're the left wing professors or something on campus, and they're saying a bunch of stuff, and it's kind of gotten into the culture, like it's gotten into like what is perceived to be like educated among young people, which is that like this idea that part of like wait, we got a knock. No, okay, that wasn't that. Okay, so it wasn't that. It wasn't that. I was gonna say about I thought the thing you might have liked was what he said about this that what Francis Parker said that this form of capitalism was of the 19th century, and that in the sense of the 21st century, all like serious like intellectuals in those circles, on the far right wing intellectual circles, believe the 21st century must be the age of socialism. That the development of industrial capitalism is the 19th century and of the 19th century and everything that comes along with it. And what I said in the other video was that people think that this sort of like rampant consumerism and mindless consumerism and giant fat people stuffing their faces, that this is somehow a recent development or something that came along with the television set. And I referred to Tobias Smollett's novel Humphrey Clinker, which was written in the early 1800s, I think, that it's talking about the same thing about going on a tour and seeing the all the fat people and this mindless consumerism. It's a big part of, if you read A House of Seven Gables by Nathaniel Hawthorne, also written in the 19th century, talking about watching a little kid stuff his face with candy and saying like that, and comparing that with industrialization and this mass consumerism that's coming. That's been going on since the development of since the 19th century. I mean, that's been around. That's not something new that came with like modern TV advertising. It's part of 19th century capitalism. In Francis Parker's book, and which is a major part of the thought of the right-wing intellectuals in Europe, now becoming that book's becoming very popular again. Right, he speaks of, look, capitalism, like as an end into itself, is of the 19th century. As a matter of fact, his critique of Marxist thought is that it's steeped in 19th century capitalism. Like that's where he's looking from, and that the 21st century must get to the future, must get to socialism. That is, nothing's going to happen to industrial capitalism. It's just that what we have now is of the 19th century and hasn't moved ahead since then. The 21st century, the right-wing intellectuals believe it must be the age of socialism.